TV, don't want you to go. Get on the floor, tell them what we do. Everything a TV is something that we produce. Cheer all day, make sure don't go to jail. But let the money spend, yeah, let them use their play. I'm not different. One chicken say, Bobo Lioko, it's so classic.
There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands, call the right authority. That it can't take care of it. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, and I mean you check. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide it. So we start on top. Thomas going deep and deeper. Put in thought on each key. Villa living sense in her. Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles,
As soon as they pray, when chicken say, "Bogo ni oko," it's a gossip.
Good morning.
When chicken say, "Bogo ni oko."
Good morning, folks. Good morning. A very pleasant good morning wherever you're joining us. We want to welcome you to the Wednesday edition of the program from the print news here on Freedom Communications, Freedom FM 87.9. It's good to be here on Wednesday, where, of course, we have 2 local dailies on our decks. We want to share them with you as always. And it's good to be here on the midweek. But Wendell will join us shortly. I think he's caught up in some kind of traffic, but hopefully he will be with us. And we looking forward to having our weather reporter. He's gonna join us shortly, the weatherman Tunis, and hopefully Gus is gonna also join us. So we have 2 local dailies on our decks. My name is Esther Daku, and I'm gonna be driving you through the local dailies. But just before we go to our local dailies, we want to recognize our sponsors, Crime Stoppers Liberia. That's our biggest sponsor. We want to appreciate them for making this platform available so that we all can, talk about the various issues that are happening in our country. We also want to recognize Exeter's Best Price Store on the Gurley Street and the Old Road. We want to recognize Maiba and Sons Incorporated, one of the leading giants in the petroleum business. On our decks this morning, we have 2 local dailies. We have the with lots of interesting stories. So let's start with the front page Africa this morning. We have the top story here says violating the revenue code, GSC flags NASCOP for financial mismanagement, millions in payments, lack documentation, US 1.3 million in taxes unpaid. We have this story right here on page 7. Interesting one, since we all are taxpayers. We're interested in this story. Let's have it. And it says, where is this story? It is not here on page 7 as stipulated, but we will flip through the papers until we find this story. Let's okay, this story is on page 8 of the paper. So we'll take some lines. It says, we see latest audit of the National Social Security and Welfare Corporation paints a troubling picture of financial indiscipline as one of Liberia's most critical state-owned enterprises, a recurring theme in the country's public sector management. In its management letter on the financial statement for fiscal year 2022-2023, the GAC uncovered a string of violations ranging from unremitted taxes to millions of dollars in undocumented payments and on a record or unrecorded revenues at NASCOP guest houses. The findings highlight not only the weaknesses in the internal control but also persistent disregard for Liberia's Revenue Code and Public Financial Management Act, two key pillars meant to safeguard public resources. A pattern of non-compliance, according to the audit, NASCO failed to prepare its financial statements in line with international financial reporting standards as required by law. Although management has had contacted uh, Dion and Leon International to facilitate the IFRS conversion, the process remains incomplete despite previous commitment to finalize it by 2024. The GAC noted multiple cases of misclassification of expenditures, including petty cash transactions totaling US 6,294.40, that is cent, right? 40 cents, and other expenses amounting to US $4,067.44, which were wrongly recorded on unrelated budget lines. Even more concerning, the audit revealed that revenue collections from NASCOP's Kakata Guest House US $41,558.95 in 2022 and US $45,675 in 2023 were made without invoices, bills, or receipts. Expenditures at the guest house were reportedly approved verbally with no supporting documentation available. The completeness and accuracy of revenue and expenditures may not be assured. Therefore, the financial statements may be misstated, the report cautioned. Millions spent without supporting documents. The GSC also flagged US $3.9 million. Whoa. In the payments made without the adequate documentation. US 1,199,632.09 in 2022 and US $2,730,164.92 in 2023, while NASCO management later produced some missing vouchers and invoices. Auditors maintained that the late submission undermined accountability and reflected poor financial discipline. NASCO, in its response, admitted its financial report were not IFRS compliant and said efforts were ongoing to complete the transition. By the second quarter of 2025, management added that an electronic document management system were being developed to strengthen record keeping. However, the audit general dismissed these assurances, insisting that management's responses did not adequately address the issue raised, a diplomatic way of saying the explanations were insufficient and unconvincing. Tax violations over US 1.3 million unremitted, perhaps the most violations of the revenue, the most demanding funding relates to violations of the revenue code. The GSC discovered that NASCO failed to withhold and remit over US 1.3 million in goods and services taxed to Liberia Revenue Authority, a serious breach of Section 009 J and M of the law. But let's leave you there. We have several other stories here from the Front Page Africa. This says honoring faith and resilience, rebuilding in the midst of adversity. Demolition becomes repositioning. Reverend Mistress Kimia declares at CBC Thanksgiving. Page 7 has this story, and hopefully it's there. Let's quickly flip through the paper and bring you to page 7. We have it right here. It says, as the sun rose over Monrovia on Sunday, the Congress for Democratic Change marked a moment in its history, a Thanksgiving service for the groundbreaking for the construction of its new headquarters in Congo Town. The Thanksgiving service was held on Sunday, October 19, at the Fouquet Clone United Family Fellowship Church along the RIA Highway, symbolizing both rebirth and resilience following the demolition of the party's former headquarters in August this year. In front of a packed congregation, CDC political leader and former President George Mani Weah set the tone with a stirring introduction of the day's guest preacher. His remarks were both spiritual and symbolic, pointing to a higher power at work in the party's joining. This Thanksgiving Day, we were looking for a special person, the former president said, not just a pastor, but someone who could preach the word of thanksgiving, someone wonderful, kind, godly, astute, someone who could take us from 380 and land us at the airport of RIA, said former President Weah. So we looked around, we heard many voices, a lot of pastors and bishops, and what have you, but that special person that gave us the word of God. So when we go, we can be filled with our thanksgiving. We continue to praise God for his guardians, for his protection and blessings, and all that we do. So please join me in a standing ovation to present your reverend guest, speaker, and preacher for this CDC construction headquarters groundbreaking Thanksgiving service. She's nobody but a kind, respectful, diligent, wonderful, and a mother, Mistress Reverend Dilokar Konayon Kimia. Reverend Kimia is a trained professional nurse and an ordained pastor. She is currently one of the pastors at Providence Baptist corner at the corner of Broad Street and Asmon. Former President, we are introduced and presented Reverend Mistress Kimia to the congregation, which welcomed her to the pulpit with a standing ovation. Reverend Mistress Kimia delivers a message of thanksgiving, hope, strength, and rebuilding. Reverend Mrs. Kimia opening our sermon with praise to God, also honoring her husband of 27 years of uninterrupted marriage, Ambassador D. Maxwell Kimia. Page 8 is here with the completion. Let's see. Senior Liberia former Minister of Foreign Affairs, he's my mentor, he's my strength, he's my all, and he's my word. She said about her husband, I don't call him my half because half is not complete. He's a promise fulfilled by God to me and by the special grace of God. But let's stop you here. Let's look up more stories this morning on the front page of this paper. It says, secrecy on monkeypox. Comedian Paul Flomo describes hellish scenes of suffering, death, and neglect as seasonal flu cases surged nationwide. Well, important. Let's look for this story. Where do we have it? It says page 8, and this is page 8, but we don't have it there. Okay, we have it on page 7. It says popular Liberian comedian Paul Flomo has shared a hovering account of his experience at a quarantine center where he was treated for the monkeypox virus. He described the facility as a place of pain, silence, and death, and accused the Ministry of Health of failing to raise public awareness about a disease he believes is spreading faster than many realize. Flomo recounted his horrifying 10 days ordeal, referring to the hellish scenes he witnessed inside the main facility for monkeypox patients. His emotional testimony, captured in a viral video posted on social media, provides a rare insight into the grim reality of Liberia's underreported monkeypox outbreak. Flomo was taken to the center after a test at Duper Road Hospital confirmed he had contacted the virus. When I first encountered this, I went to the pharmacy and they said I had malaria and a chronic infection because I stated I started experiencing bumps around my private area. He recalled, later some people suggested it was chickenpox. I began using castor oil and drinking king juice. But my greatest surprise was still to come. After receiving his positive test results, an ambulance rushed him to the quarantine center where he witnessed scenes he claims will haunt him for life. When I arrived, my spirit left me for what I saw. He recounted, I saw young men, girls, and even children under 16, including some as young as 12 or 14, along with pregnant women. When you see their condition, it's heartbreaking. People were crying and yelling at night, some even begging for death. Flomo described the center as a site of pain and despair, where many patients suffered in silence and some died without their families ever knowing. In my first week, we lost 3 people, he said. There was a young girl whose private area was leaking blood. Before her sister could see her, she died. I have seen people literally scream for death in my presence. I'm sharing this for the safety of every Liberian. Don't dismiss me as just a comedian. Believe me, he further described dist- disturbing scenes of patients with severe skin lesions, swollen body parts, and open sores. Some people's private parts are damaged, he narrated painfully. When I say damaged, I mean completely gone. You will hear people crying all night calling for help. Some men urinate in their own skin and their flesh turns red like raw meat. It's something you don't want to see. Despite the dire condition, Flomo revealed that the medical staff at the facility were doing their best under pressure. The nurses and doctors are trying, they are professional and caring. They bring medicine 3 times a day and make sure we eat, he said, but they need help. They need support from the Ministry of Health. The government must take this thing seriously. Flomo also criticized the Ministry of Health for its lack of a robust public awareness campaign regarding monkeypox, warning that it will kill more people than Ebola if not addressed effectively. There is no awareness about monkeypox, he lamented. We need radio publicity, TV drama, jingles, and bloggers to carry the message. People are walking around sick and doctors are touching them without knowing. We need action, not silence. Flomo has become the second Liberian comedian to contact the virus, following comedian Jabate, crewmen who reportedly became infected while traveling from Lofa County through neighboring Sierra Leone earlier this year. When Jabate first came out saying he had the virus, people thought it was a joke. Flomo said, but I'm telling you, you weren't in that center. What I saw there is no joke. It's real, it's dangerous, and it's deadly. While commending the efforts of frontline health workers, Flomo accused the Ministry of Health of failing to report deaths in critical cases to the public. My question is, those that are dead, are they reporting it to the media to create awareness? He asked. Those in critical condition, are they showing them? No, people are dying in silence and their stories never reach the media. The Ministry of Health has not yet responded to Flomo's allegation. However, in a separate seasonal flu alert issued this week, the Ministry of Health confirmed a nationwide increase in influenza cases, urging citizens to take preventive measures and seek medical attention for flu like symptoms. In a statement signed by Dr. Catherine Thomas Cooper, the Ministry of Health reported that Montserrado County has the highest number of infections. The ministry emphasized the growing health risks facing the country and the need for preventive measures across all communities and advisory identify elderly persons, pregnant women, children, students, and individuals with chronic illnesses such as asthma, diabetes, or heart disease. As high risk groups, the ministry advises citizens to seek medical attention if they develop flu like symptoms and to wear a mask when around others. Flomo, however, believes the silence around monkeypox represents a larger failure in Liberia's public health communication system. You can't wait for everybody to die before you take this thing seriously, he warned. The monkeypox virus does not know if you're rich or poor. It can kill anybody. Liberia must speak up now, he said. He is grateful to be alive, but fears that others may not be as lucky. The monkeypox virus is real, it's dangerous, it's deadly, and is spreading quietly, he concluded. The Ministry of Health must break the silence now. I mean, I'm reading this thing and I'm getting goosebumps. This is horrible. I mean, but we have other stories to look at. We'll definitely use one of this as our talking point. But let's see our next story here. It says former national oil company boss reaffirms no shaded D in headquarters construction. Proud of our work. The process leading to the awarding of a contract was legitimate, duly approved by the board and in alignment with the Public Procurement and Concessions Commission guidelines, allocated funds for the purchase of land and the commencement of the headquarters construction. Councillor Safwa Megray, former Chief Executive Officer, National Oil Company of Liberia. And then we have this. It says former President George Weah Throws pointed jabs at ruling Unity Party, fires back amid storm over his health. I don't use makeup. And so far, these are all of the stories we have from the paper, Front Page Africa. Let's bring you the Daily Observer so we can quickly go into our talking point. This says UL unveils bold vision to break into Africa's top 300 by 2029. Okay, interesting one. But if you still got the story, let's run there quickly. Let's see what the state-run university is up to. The University of Liberia has unveiled an ambitious 5-year strategic plan aimed at transforming the institution into one of Africa's top 300 universities by 2029. The announcement followed a 2-day consultative dialogue held at the UL's Fendel and Capitol Hill campuses, which brought together faculty, staff, students, and members of the Board of Trustees. The event provided a platform for the university community to engage directly with the draft of the plan, offering input on its priorities and implementation strategies. UL President Dr. Lely Mapian, who led a dialogue, described the strategic plan as a victory of imagination, building the UL of tomorrow today, emphasizing that it reflects the aspirations of the entire UL community and the links with Liberia's national development goals. A strategic plan can only be realized when people see themselves in their own work in it. Dr. Mapian said, that is why we are engaging the entire UL community to ensure everyone contributes to shaping the university's future. The strategic plan covering 2026 to 2030 is designed to address long-standing challenges while positioning UL as a regional hub for academic excellence, research, and innovation. Dr. Marpian revealed that UL currently ranks around 52nd in Africa, but with targeted interventions, including infrastructure modernization, faculty development, and enhanced research productivity, the university expects a significant improvement in its continental ranking. One of the plan's most immediate priorities is upgrading the UL's physical and digital infrastructure. Dr. Mapian outlined initiatives for 24 hours electricity, improved water and sanitation system, campus-wide internet connectivity, and sustainable energy solutions, including solar power. We are committed to creating an environment where teaching, learning, and research can thrive, she said. Long-term infrastructure projects include the development of a university city at Fender, improvisation as a live work learn community, a live work learn community, and a state of the art graduate center at the Capitol Hill campus. Well, let's leave you here and look at more stories this morning from the Daily Observer. This says keeping the indigenous coffee Liberia alive. Lacra launches digital traceability for local coffee to boost exports. 1 million seedings initiative on coast. And then we have this government loses US 6.5 million to corruption. LACC reveals says 98 cases on a probe with anti-corruption code set for 2026. It says the Liberian Anti-Corruption Commission has disclosed that the government has lost more than US 6.5 million and Liberian dollars 17.9 million to corruption-related activities across multiple states institutions. Speaking Tuesday at the Ministry of Information regular press briefing, LACC Executive Chairperson Councillor Alexandra Zoe revealed that the losses stemmed from ongoing investigations into fund misappropriation, procurement, fraud, and other financial crimes. The total possible loss to government from these investigations is US 6,534,000 and LD $70,966. Councilor Zoe said these are funds that were not used for their completion of the story here is on page 10. You grab a copy to read that. Let's move forward. Rep Kofa to propose 25 million social safety net fund. Okay, and then this story is on page 3. I am interested. Let's bring this story. It says page 3, and we have page 3 right here. Okay, it says former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Councillor J. Nancy Kofa, has announced plan to formally submit a proposal to establish a US 25 million social safety net fund aimed at assisting Liberia's most vulnerable citizens with school fees, rent, and other basic living expenses. In a post on social media on Tuesday, October 21, 2025, Councillor Kofa said he would present a letter on the floor of the House of Representatives this Thursday outlining the initiative and calling on the lawmakers to act swiftly. When the town is hard, the government must intervene. Even the great United States provides relief through food stamps and other social programs, Councillor Kofa wrote. The former lawmaker emphasized that Liberia is currently facing significant economic challenges and stressed the urgency of government action to relieve the burden on ordinary citizens. Our people are restless and crying for relief. The town is hard and we must act now, he added. Councillor Kofa also outlined practical strategies for funding the proposed 25 million fund, including reducing lawmakers' benefit, limiting foreign travel, cutting vehicle purchases, redirecting resources from the Liberia Petroleum Refining Company, and borrowing from NASCO. Imagine. We can fund this initiative by cutting our benefits, reducing foreign travels, limiting vehicle purchases, redirecting resources from the LPRC, and borrowing from NASCO, he explained. According to Councillor Kofa, the Social Safety Net Fund is intended to provide immediate relief to Liberians struggling to pay school fees and meet housing costs, particularly on inflation and rising living expenses continue to strain household budgets. This initiative is about prioritizing the welfare of our people. The government has a responsibility to step in during hard times, Kofa emphasized. The former speaker the former speaker announcement has drawn attention from citizens and policymakers alike as the proposal highlights creative funding mechanisms and underscores the importance of government intervention during economic hardship. Councillor Kofa plans submission to the House of Representatives sets the stage for discussion on how the government or the Liberian government can mobilize resources to support vulnerable populations and implement a sustainable social assistance program. But that's all from the front page of the Daily Observer. Let's bring you to the back page. It says Diamond mineral water is safe, purified. Management rubbishes social media report says company is being blackmailed, harassed by propagandists and extortionists. And this is right here. Diamond mineral water is safe, purified. Management rubbishes social media. Okay, so this information was flying around on the social media that diamond mineral water was not good and stuff like that. But that's the story. You can grab a copy to read. It's right here on the Daily Observer. Government reviews draft. This is our final story at the back page of the Daily Observer. Government reviews draft National Development Corporation policy. Okay. That's the story right here. We'll take some lines. The Ministry of Finance and Development Planning has launched a 5-day review and validation workshop for the draft National Development Corporation policy of Liberia aimed at reducing the country's dependence on foreign aid and promoting homegrown development initiatives. The workshop, which began on October 19 and will run through October 24, begins to get together a broad spectrum of stakeholders, including representatives from civil society organizations, non-governmental organizations, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the business community. According to the organization or the organizers, the draft policy is designed to transition Liberia from aid dependency to sustainable development, empowering the government to support the formation of cooperatives and local development initiatives that can take on roles traditionally filled by NGOs. When AIDS management was established, the nation was in an emergency situation. Now the government is shifting focus from managing aid to implementing development activities through local cooperation, said evangelist Stephen B. Norman, national chairman of the NGOs network. However, efforts by journalists to obtain details about the workshop were met with resistance. The workshop's lead organizer, a female director, declined to comment, citing the political season and her superiors' instructions not to speak to the press. Attempt to photograph participants were reportedly blocked, with the director asking who invited you to take pictures. Observers note that the policy was initially drafted during the CDC-led government under the Popo agenda and development, and it appears the current Unity Party-led administration under the IRS agenda is reviewing and validating it for potential implementation. The workshop is seen as a critical step in Liberia's development trajectory as the government seeks to empower local institutions, reduce donor dependency, and strengthen national cooperation frameworks. Well, so far, folks, these are all of the stories we have from the two local dailies I had on my desk, the Daily Observer and, of course, the Front Page Africa. We're not going to recap. I bet you already know those very key stories that we brought up this morning. We're going to take a break. When we come back, and then we will come with our talking points. But just before we take our break, let's recognize the let's recognize Tunis, our weatherman. Good morning, Tunis.
Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Mama Liberia. Salam alaikum, Muslim brothers and sisters. How you been doing today?
I am fine. I'm good.
All right. I'm here to give you the weather report, and as usual, from
Tunis, just before you give us the weather report, let's just take our break. When we come back, then you can do the weather report quickly.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay.
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cold Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so going deep and deeper. Put in toto ichiki. Bila living sense in her.
It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you know, you can see. So if you the authority, then it can't take your it. Crime Stopper, yeah, for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a human talking, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Okay, folks, we want to welcome you back. Let's join you quickly, Tunis. You can just go ahead with our weather report, and then these guys and I can start our talking point. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Like I said before, how you doing? I believe you're doing well. And good morning to Mama Liberia. Salam alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters, your good friend Suleiman Hashim Tunis, weatherman on the night a day spring news with Esther and Wendell. But today we only see Esther here. Like yesterday, we saw just our brother Wendell. Okay. Your weather today is a very sunny weather. Partly sunny. It's going to be icy, no rain. So you can dress as you wish. You're going to have a very beautiful day, especially this morning. I see that this afternoon now, as we are seeing a lot of sunshine coming up, but later on the sun will go away and you will see cloudy weather looking. It's 83 degrees, but feel like 92. So definitely it's a little bit hot. It's not no cold. You're not experiencing any cold. The wind is 6 miles per hour coming out. So dress a little bit lighter because you're going to be sweating outside there today. Same thing tomorrow. Tomorrow is even going to be even more sunny. Okay, and a lot of sun, you get a lot of sun tomorrow. And it will feel like humidity will be like 80 degrees. So it's going to be hot yet today and tomorrow. Be aware of that. You'll see no rain. You can schedule anything you want to schedule. You can dress as you wish and get out there and show off. So that's the good news for the city of Monrovia. Again, that's your good friend, Suleiman Tunis. And I'll be back here tonight and we'll give you more weather report in detail. Thank you, Esther.
Okay, thank you very much, Tunis, for the weather report. And so, folks, back to us. You heard what Tunis said. So that's the weather there. This morning we have. Okay, thank you very much. This morning we have a lot of interesting stories. I mean, we have this issue of monkeypox, which I really, really want us to talk about, and what our former speaker, Councillor J. Fonanti Kofa, is, bringing up to the table. These are things that gets we the citizen happy, even though we still have people who want to, come out with a negative attitude or negative energy in these kind of things. And I tell people always that, you see the tongue we got in our mouths? These tongues have power. So when people talk about positive things happening in the country, let us be positive about them. I mean, do not just jump the gun and say like you can predict the future and say, oh, it's because 2029 is coming, it's political and all of that. Even if it's political, the fact that it will happen for our country is a good thing. So before we go into that, I just want to quickly talk about this issue of monkeypox. I mean, when I was going through the entire reading, there was goosebumps, coming on my skin. A reminder of the dark days when we had Ebola in this country. And I mean, I don't know what's happening because I do not have the facts. And this information is being posted in the Front Page Africa newspaper. I don't have the facts. But this is what I want to say, right? This is somebody who have gone to the center. They have witnessed things that are happening at the center. And he's speaking up. If this is actually going on in the country, people are dying from monkeypox. Why is the Ministry of Health not reporting these things? Is this disease or is this monkeypox not deadly enough, for us to talk about? We talked about COVID-19. COVID-19 that we did not fully experience in this country. Monkeypox? I mean, this is alarming, seriously alarming. And if this is happening in our country, what strategies are these deaths, not being published in the media? Why are we just hearing it from this comedian? So have poor Flomo not gone to that center? I don't know where that center is. If poor Flomo had not gone to that center, what are you people telling us? That we will not know that this thing is happening in our country, that people are dying from this? I mean, just explain me what he saw, talking about hellish and all of that. I mean, I'm scared. So if we have this thing, in our country, what preventive measure? What are the education? What are we telling our people? What is the education that you guys are providing to help us, not to come in contact with this thing? Because it sounds deadly. If people are dying from it, definitely. So I think this monkeypox thing should be taken, as a national emergency. If people are dying from it, if it is that severe, I mean, you put a couple of stickers around the place. Is that enough? There should be radio jingles. Bloggers should be talking about these things. People should be, be aware of these things. We know that monkeypox somehow it appeared in the news couple of while that monkeypox, a couple of people have it, but I mean, you guys are not handling it like it's an emergency. And from what this guy is saying, from the center he's from, he's telling us that this is serious and we're not taking it serious. We got our kids that go to school. They're all packed together. What are we doing? How are we preventing people from coming in contact with this thing? Is it everybody that will go to go on the internet to go and research and see how to prevent this? Is this not your job, Minister of Health? Is this not your job? Why are these deaths not being reported? Because it is important that the people know about these things when they are happening. That's how we take preventive measure. We had Ebola in this country. A lot of people died before people started taking this thing serious. Even though we talked about them, even though we talked about it, I still remember that was it 2014. I was on a radio that day when I saw the information popped up. I was on the radio at the time, the station I was with, and we talked. I mean, it was scary when we saw, how people come in contact with the Ebola virus and all of that, and people started taking precaution. I understand that they got some people who are high-headed. I mean, they don't care. They don't really, pay attention to these things, that they really see things with their eyes, and they saw it during the Ebola time. Why are we not talking about this thing as deadly as it is? Why are we not talking about it? So this is for the Ministry of Health. I don't know what's happening. Why are we covering it up? Why are we not talking about it as it is? Bring it to the public. Let them know what exactly it is. So if people are dying, it should be reported. Why are you keeping it? So if comedian Paul Flomo had not come up with this story on his page, he went live. If he had not come up with this information, we have never known about it. And people got their families there. And this thing is communicable. I bet when you are even there, your family isn't allowed to even come there. This is really sad. And we're hoping that the Ministry of Health can make this a national emergency. Every radio station in this town should have a jingle on their radio talking about this monkeypox. It is deadly, and we need to know how we can prevent ourselves from coming in contact with it. Because from what the comedian said, he did not even know he had the virus. He went to the drugstore and explained to the person, the pharmacist, and explained to the pharmacist, told the person, I'm feeling this symptom, I'm feeling that symptom, and they told him he had malaria and something else. And they gave him drug for it. But the stuff still persisted. He had to go to the hospital before they told him that he had monkeypox. The awareness you are creating, if you are saying you are creating awareness, it is not enough. Not many people know about this. We know that monkeypox is here. We have heard it. But are you really putting your feet on the ground so that people know what exactly is happening? Are you reporting the number of deaths? Are you doing that? Because these are the things that get people, get hold of them of themselves. They know what to do about this. Need to do something about this. Step up your game. It is important that we have these conversations so that people can be aware of what's happening, so that people can know how to prevent themselves, so that people can know when they start to feel one or two symptoms, they will not be in contact with other people so that they don't contact it too. This is for all of us, because these sicknesses, when they come, they don't know rich person, they don't know poor person. In as much as you're not in a crowded area touching people and all of that, because you're not selling, you have the younger boys, you have Russian girls, you even have people who go to buy, walking among people, rubbing on people, exchanging things. What are the preventive measures? How can we, still be here knowing that somebody has the virus, or somebody who has the virus and is undergoing treatment, that they don't spread it to the next person, unknown to themselves. And just before we come to the telephone line, want to talk quickly on what the former Speaker of the House of Representatives wrote on his page, on his social media page. Proposing a bill for 25 million. Where's this story? Should be around here. Rep. Kofa to propose 25 million social safety net fund. This is good news. I mean, when we hear these kind of things, we like to be happy about them because it is good to be positive about these things. We cannot always, involve politics in everything that we do, even though we know it is the right thing. Politicizing it is not going to take our country from here to the next level. What Rep. Kofa is proposing is a good thing for our country. We see other countries are doing it. For the fact that people work every month, taxes are deducted from their salaries, go into government revenue, and those very monies are used to pay these people, civil servants, government officials. Our taxes we pay go to them. It is our taxes that we use to do the different fundings for all these ministries and agencies. Their salary come from it. It is our taxes that we pay. Taxes are being cut. And so if they're thinking about reducing, discussing a bill that will reduce some of the benefits that these lawmakers have. Because if you ask me, a lot of the incentives that these people get, I don't see why they are getting these things. We have other people even working harder. They're not even making close to the amount these guys are making. Yeah, we give them $45,000 US car every 4 years. Can you imagine that? $45,000. At the end of the day, they're here again talking about buying cars for their chief of staffs. How the hell you talk about these kind of things when you know very well that people are in this country, they're not going to school? Instead of government schools being completely free, people still paying money. And not everybody get money. I mean, the times are hard. Like the rep said, and when times are hard, the government should intervene. That's how you lead your people. Most especially this government that is in power came to power flying on the wings, using rescue. Now you are here to rescue the people. But the people's lives are even getting worse. A lot of people, children are not in school this year. A lot of them are not in school. Somebody got 1 or 2 children in school, and they're telling the other one, who is the older one, said, yeah, well, next year we'll find some kind of, next year you will go to school. This is not okay. So what do you do for your people? How do you handle these issues? Because when you come to power and the money is there, you are living the way you want to live, you must always remember that there are people down there who do not have it. You have everything today at your disposal. But yet and still, there are people down there who can't even afford a gari to eat a day. So this is good for us. We're hoping that our various lawmakers will agree to this and that people can benefit from this country. Because we are watching. Good thing the media will be there. We will see all the lawmakers who will stand against it. We will see you guys. We know the very districts that you guys are in. Because the essence of you guys being in the position you are in today is because we put you there. We put you there. And we put you there so that you can speak up on our behalf. So that you can see our issues and bring it to the table. So that you can make laws in our interest. That is the essence. And so let's allot the rest of the time to you guys. Let's open our telephone lines. But before we go to the phone lines, let's take some comments. and then we will come to our telephone lines. Call us on 0776 104 104 086 500 104. Those are the numbers you can call us on this morning. And it's in the afternoon now and be a part of the show. But let's take our comments, and we will be right here to take your calls. Okay. And so we have Henry Tito Jr. He says, good morning. I'm watching from my residence in Caldwell. We have Barbara Rose Stanford says, good morning from my end. I'm following you up from my residence in Brooklyn, New York City. Thanks for the great update to Mama Liberia. We have Anisha Junior Bar says, I'm following you from the borough of Newtown. We have Laura Yenen says, good afternoon, Freedom FM. I'm watching the show live from Singapore. We have Patricia Brown watching from Rehab ERWA community. Mohammed Mariama J. Sharif says, good morning, Wendell, Esther, and the peace-loving people of Lofa County. I'm watching from Mamadi Diakite Intellectual Forum in Jacobtown, St. Francis community. Only a heartless president convoy would drive past protesting blind people without making a stop. We didn't see this happening. We had time. Papa, we are coming back 2029. And we have Tawali S. Kam says, good morning. Nation Terminal and Esther. Winda is not here though. We have Christian Sengwa says, a pleasant good morning. I am following this intriguing conversation closely from my Capitol building office. And we have Wallace Diviner Weiner says, whoa, this monkeypox, I think monkeypox business is very serious, and our government not even care to inform the public. Think this government don't care about public safety. And we have Ojuku David says, good afternoon, Freedom FM, and I am watching you from ERWA Junction, Painesville City. We have Justice D. Baca says, following from Maryland County, People District. And we have Rabi Mbar. Rabi Mbar says, good morning, Miss Esther Daku and Freedom FM. Following live along the famous Baku Boy Avenue in DC, while currently in power and in charge of the public purse. I think it's wise by the United Party to construct party headquarters. And why a point has... Okay, we will talk about these things. That's why you have Thursday. What's on your mind? Let's see what's next. We have Gay Caesar Divine Grace Bryson Jr. says, good morning, Esther. I hope you're doing pretty good this morning. I'm following from Bannersville, Keba. Paul Flomo, another pay agent by the government. God, please save us from this mess. And we have T. Max Sugar Bear Willer says, good morning, darling. I am following from my comfort zone in District 13. So far, these are all of the comments for now. You can keep sending in your comments. Let's go to our telephone line. Let's talk about what's happening in our country. We have a national emergency. I mean, someone who have gone to the center, they have seen what's happening there, and stuff like that. We have these things to talk about. Let's talk about them this morning. We have our first call on the line. Let's have this person. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, Esther, how are you coming on?
I'm okay.
Okay. You see the calling from Clarendon?
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, thank you for the God bless you. God bless you. You're every day doing your way to come to job now. Another one for that many people. You see this government here, we really know what thing to do. Our brother and sister and poor is less. Because when you when you see children that are going to school, say your mom before. In the morning, people children they're passing up and down. A rescue team, they say they can't rescue her. That Joseph Bata they came to rescue, but they don't came to rescue the Latrego. That's what I call. Because it's very difficult for somebody to get 3-4 children, they're not able to get one cup of red to eat. So they get it, they all they say they give you free places. let's say that in a gala cafe, and so that, and I you say in the country yet. They just said here, send this, then it's real out. They say that our money, that the country money we eat it. So we are not getting nothing to do in the country that our money. Yeah, they are training, no way for them to go to school. Even the what he said, no way for them to complain, they put the US tuition, they complain. After you will not complain, they want to watching. I will not complain. That the chief of Ghana, they won't carry a only grain crew. Any of the year, only grain crew. I will bring everything to my people that are getting grateful. I will explain to them, they will not laugh to them and go for to them. I thank you. Thank you, baby.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's go to another person. Hello, welcome. Your background is noisy. Please change your location and call us back. Let's take another person. Hello, welcome. Hello. Not back. Welcome to the show. Ma what here?
Oh.
To yourself, you seem anywhere this morning. Okay.
In the dark, when they are first, we say good morning to them. Therefore, continue to bless them, God.
Right.
For that instant. Before that instant,
I tell you.
People, people flashing up all the place. Yes, man, my brother. Would I cry? Look, what go fast there? When you go to the bank, look, they will not work. They wouldn't work. I put it up on the plan and say, for this person, they were killing the bag. I walked to the bank. They said, Master said, that's a good suggestion. That they put on the benefit that who won't. For the opposition in the that they're different for the hall, that who go far, they do. They don't call it off. If a person will mention, will go against them. Who are making what I agree. They want everywhere. Just take it to the bank. They may want soft. If you don't want to pay a quality poster, put it just here and take it to the hospital. You came by and say, oh, okay. What's up? Report it here and say, they may say, well, we're getting the issue. They say, no. They may not say, what he said, we're putting a wheelchair and giving it to the marshal. So this is the marshal now. They are telling us in the people. They say, poor in the country, and so, my heart, I get you. But I get the most one of the post, and I'm hooking out to. I put what the just said is that fast pieces, people, you can say for this fast pieces. Fast pieces, I put it don't get that double thing. Now for the chief of said that how can the country? Just will go. So they will buy people for other people here. They will buy people here. They will not buy that money by those spending money on we are for hospital for them. Everything for we buy. I almost say that government money. We saw in school. I want to in school. Well, what I said, they're going to the hospital. They come well. People continue behind. I want to go. So let's take it as that. When we saw the point there, that one will feel our that green. That blue, come on, that was this here. They're not crying. They say, what can I roll it? They don't want that. They don't say, money, so then they buy. So the little second, they take it. To ask what you want to go to the black people, they get that. So let people there, they care. Who will get? Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much, man. Cece, let's go to our diaspora line. Let's have this person. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Esther.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, I thought for your topic and I will share a good topic over the counselor. So the counselor, yeah, there are so many people in the house that they had to but they are not being the counselor there you know the follow the course and we all in Lato are all happy. So he said that he follow the course. So the police when they get him And because of that, we were not able to be successful in that. And also, I want to share on why they understand monkeypox.
Monkeypox, right?
The party, these people, they notice of they notice of what TB sickness. The sickness will around the one, all of them that can help them. But the example for there is the time at least for us to, or to publicity, at least they have this that everyone knows because it's like now every country they have it. Every country is for themselves. No country will come to help you or I will come send or to help you. So if we like don't say they will stay waiting for America to come or waiting for Asia to come, because many people will be affected in that country. So asking the government, this is not one thing. The government should see how that publicity on the radio station everybody will Thank you for the show.
Okay. Thank you for calling. Let's go to this line. Our local line. Let's have this person. Hello, welcome.
Yeah. That's how you do.
I'm okay. Welcome to the show.
Patient.
Okay, patient. Go ahead.
That's all. Why am I there? So no cover for the CDC angle. They will never agree what happened. If to say that the ruling party sorry about that bill, they were coming as but so no cover or CDC, the program wants to cover. I think will never wear it. And let me tell you, it was proper. MRC okay. It was proper. You know that I'm going to put up for you never did today, you know that.
A lot of them.
What's up there? I said, if I do one, most of the children in school. Then they can be in the community and I said, that's 2 years. So I'm going to be your children, they said 2 years. But what did you prepare for it? What I thought it was safety. I live with them until they made there for ever, they will do that. Like when I get 10% of the new program, but it's 2 years, 2 years. But what I thought you finished, what will become your friend? They say, I'm going to your children. They said 2 years. That's all. We inside in the country, and they said 2 years. They said they will listen for 2 years. Nothing will get one of them. Nothing, they will listen for 2 years. If they will not have a swagger for 2 years, I'm going to put my swagger there to prepare for 2 years. But they don't want to see it big.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you for calling. Let's take another person. Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Good morning, Esther Daiko.
Good morning. It's afternoon now, though.
Okay, good afternoon, Esther Daiko.
Go ahead, you man.
Yeah. Esther, this is a voice of something.
I know you. You ready to body again. Go ahead.
Look, Esther, for me, I'm not flabbergasted. I'm not surprised. And that's shocking me, Esther, this movement. That people, Esther, you remember saying by the prophet in the government that said that people would drink football water.
I can't remember.
Can't remember?
I can't.
No, Esther is serious. Look, Esther, we told the people, that's why I'm saying I'm not surprised. When I told people, the other Esther, they're going to say benefit to it. Look, I can remember what I said, we told the people we get rid of ball. But right now, the old man, everybody doesn't say, oh, that's low. Cross lag, he said, what you said was Sabu to do a cross lag. Remember Sabu, it was cross lag there. If you get a cross lag, put on your wheel here, you can't take low and get rid of Pape. You can't expect your people to take fuck like you to Pape. That woman was not across the road. That's why we're running across the road. Like people, we just have to stay strong. But I think 3 more years to go. And then we can keep them out to the Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. Let's have Aliu Masale on the line with us. Welcome to the show, bro.
Yes, Esther, good morning from my end. Thanks for the show. Good morning to Mama Labira. Quickly to the issue. You see, that's what Marcisi said and other callers are saying. You see, the bill Mr. Kofa is bringing on the floor. This is why some of us, we have been praying for. Or like people deserve better than for them to be suffering. And I think that bill will help Liberians and even the Joseph Boakai administration guided and minded, because it will be something like they will say, oh yes, they were under Joseph Boakai administration that lawmakers were able to cut down their salaries, their benefit, buying BB cars 2 times in a year, and today the poor people they are living, they are getting a better life. These are some of the things you don't know even it will help you tomorrow for your campaign. But because Fonati Cooper from the CDC, those lawmakers decided to remove it. These are some of the reasons Liberian people. Right now, you see people are asking why they didn't bring that bill when CDC were in power. So they feel to themselves that he's doing it because he wants to like strangulate their government or to make them to suffer because for him he already get money. Like last week when I listened to Emmanuel Dan talking about passing a bill where in the moment you get to the hospital, they are going to treat you. They don't have to ask for money. That's a good bill. Okay, what the maintenance of the bill? These are the maintenance. Because if you people start to cut down your salary instead of buying for the 5,000 car 2 times in a year, your allowance, gas, crash car, all of these things, it can maintain that bill Emmanuel Dan was talking about. So this government, they need to hold on to the Fonati Cooper bill. It will help to even give their government good name that tomorrow that legacy will be there for the Unity Party government. But as there with those people, it's not going to hold. This government, they are not going to do it because these were some of the reasons for which they removed him. Thank you for the show. God bless America. God bless Liberia.
Thank you for calling, Aliyu. Let's move to another person. Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You see, when I saw the blind people protesting yesterday, I just laughed. And when I listened to the photos and, people speaking their mind, I was just laughing. But, here's the thing. The name Joseph Boakai and success, they don't belong in the same sentence. Boakai name is synonymous with failure. So you can only use his name with failure. Every crew had to wear everywhere he passed for coming to the presidency. He failed their all. So we told the black people that the man was in power for 2 years here in Maracali, and he was giving a tax to handle your affairs. People were protesting. He ate all the group of 77 money. The people were protesting. Legally impaired people were protesting. But they didn't hear it. Now. And the Booba answer, what are you voting for you? Do they vote you? Or killing the teams? Even to our guys in Nemakande who use the Bush devil, Bush master, to steal electoral boxes and brought this guy criminally to power. They happy in Popukavon district. The Bush master came in there and took our ballot boxes. But I know he has said the Bush master is killing it. Because you know what I saw? The last time the Papa came to store cleaning, the Bush master and other people wanted to dance. They danced the whole day. They could not get out. Then, the Bush master will not complete it. They said, what kind of sleep Papa is this? So all of us are feeling the things. The rich feeling it, the poor feeling it, the president collapsing. Even we, the common people, who doing our late transportation business, these days, to put our business order, we going home. What we used to pay people, we divide the 3, and what we can get this year. That's it. Let's just be there and no prayer for it. No prayer on Liberia. Prayer against it.
Okay.
If we will not take our matters in our hands, do what we're supposed to do and stand out to these criminals and gangsters that turn our country into a gangster paradise, and so we're praying. Go on and listen to the other prayer. Prayer of our work is a dead prayer. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let's have this person. Oh, we didn't cut you off. Yeah, you've been on the line too long. That you just went off like that. But we have others on this other line. We got to keep the calls coming. Hello, welcome.
Hi, Colin. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Yes,
This is David King, and I joined you from my resident this afternoon.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, David.
Daddy, let me not be the one to say what Speaker Kofa proposed rather will not become a success. You know what I say this? You just read the paper. The CDC proposal. They just come from having workshop about in Lima County where journalists are denied because they don't want the story to go from that it was the CDC who proposed this thing at the Ministry of Finance. So if the guy said to the people that George Weah destroyed the country, why are they still using George Weah trademark? That's the question. Because if you said George Weah destroyed the country, you shouldn't use anything that George Weah put in motion. But they are now going back to it. So you see, when we say to the people that Joseph Boakai like the RTA to even run a village, and people say we were talking politics, you see where we are now. Everything else is cut off. So the men who they say now destroy the country, that the men idea now they are now trying to work with because they don't have the idea to make anything work in this country. Yesterday, Julia just asked Roland Giri, you said East International was a bad company. In fact, the road they were dealing was a death trap. Why you still continue with East International? You know what you said to Julia? You said you are not referring to the company as a company, but you are referring to those who were awarding the contract. But you guys said, but they were not the one who were building the road. It was East that you had an issue with. You said the road was tough. Today you are not breaking up with this road. So why do you think you should continue with the road? Well, let's move forward. These guys are pathological liars like Joseph Boakai, who have never said anything truthful in the world to anybody in the world. So today, George Weah destroyed the country, but George Weah idea are still on the table, and this government is working with it. So all that was said, all but now need to see those lines that the president against President Weah is not setting and is setting in against the ruling on Joseph Juma Boakai. Joseph Juma Boakai will do. He's not a man of transformation. He got nothing called transformation in his entire life.
Okay, David. Thank you very much. We have others on the line, but we quickly want to remind you that the Win Liberia cash giveaway is still ongoing. Keep your transactions coming in. Is $50 Liberian to play, like Ibrahim Kamara said. Keep it coming in as soon as I get out of here. He will definitely do the draw. It's *255 *1#. That's the code. $50 Liberian or 25 cents US dollars. Use either of them and be one of the lucky winners this afternoon. But keep your calls coming in. Let's take more calls this afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Esther. This is Gloria. What's on my mind is what you just spoke about this monkeypox or whatever. I think we need to get to the bottom of this because the NFA director that was relieved of his position by the president and then the health minister, they had some hitches. Because I remember the health minister called some numbers of people that had that disease, and this may debunk it somehow. So I'm allegedly hearing that somebody wanted to use this to siphon money from the government. I don't know how true it is, but I'm hearing that Dupe is in court because of the president relieving him of his training position, so he's in court. So I think after a court process, we get to know what's under this. Because there was conflicting numbers. He was like debunking the numbers that health ministry had. Two people saying two different things. So somebody underneath is saying somebody wants to use this to siphon money. We don't know, allegedly. So we are out listening to know what's up. So I think we need to play a little bit low and then go underneath this thing and find out what is going on, and then we'll come out. I think then you people can make a better analysis. Thank you.
But if there is a center where people are truly actually dying, I think it should be a national emergency. I think they should start to talk about it.
Have you ever tried to visit this center? I think you should do.
So I have not listened. I have not visited the center, but it is being reported in a renowned newspaper that a comedian came out to say it. That's what we're saying. That's the information we're putting out. We're not saying anything more than that because we do not have all of the information.
You say anything bad. No,
Okay.
a comedian said that. I'm not against it. A comedian said that, but I think we need to go beyond what the comedian said and
Of
then
course.
get to know the right thing. You did well. Thank you.
Okay. Let's move to others. Hello, welcome. I'm so sorry. I touched the wrong, button. But okay, you're calling back. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the show, ma'am. Mm.
When we say agent, because you want for that good thing to come from the institution, you want for it to come from the far. And our then was going to be happy. Instead of running behind this mother person and not doing it, but when you ask me, they will sneeze. What they say they were coming to do, they not do. You don't come in the party or the one to the party. Yes, somebody was saying this morning that she said, Wakama, that Henekia. Auntie Mao Henekia. If a Mao Henekia, you are not going to leave past by the blind people to go to the mansion. The people will be still sorry for. Look at people that are and pass by them. That if you want to do, you are coming to control. I mean, you say you are coming to free us from what thing. Because when you saw Joshua doing it, you say you are coming to free us from it. Now, what you doing today? You suffering us. And don't you know someone who ain't campaign for him? Pass by the people, it was too shameful. Listen to Spoon. Listen to Spoon last night. For what he did. Very catching it in the country. But when we were saying it, the people said it was stupid. All of us inside, and I want one. Those that can be on inside, if they new play, do so someone, then maybe they don't get one green and red to eat. I just seen it. This is my reference position.
Okay.
It's not no time.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for calling. Let's take another person on this line. Hello, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, sir. How you doing?
I'm fine. Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
I'm Achi Williams, and I'm speaking from the Pipeline Rugby Saturday. To the issue, you see.
Hello. Well, sorry, we didn't cut you off, but folks, we're out of time. We got to go. We have we have commercial commitment coming up, and we'll be here again on tomorrow. Tomorrow, you will have all of the time since we'll be talking about what's on your mind. And so tomorrow, do have yourselves a great day. We want to draw down curtains on today's presentation. You just listen to the print news. Goodbye from our end.